Hey y'all, welcome back to Daydream Manor Flower Farm. I'm Dawn. I live in South Louisiana. Today's video, I'm just going to catch y'all up on the last month or two of my life. Hey y'all, welcome into the stem shed. I am starting cool season flowers, seeds today. I am super late. Not super late. I'm about a week behind. But y'all, I know, I feel like it's been a while since I have filmed anything. It has just been... It's been crazy around here. Work, off-farm job, just started, had a lot of stuff I had to get done for it, and it just got to be crazy. The boutique over at Lee Street, where I have my vendor space, all of my stuff started coming in for fall, for Christmas. It looked like my spare bedroom, my guest room, looked like it had been through, I don't know, a tornado went through there. There were just boxes everywhere. The Mercantile at the Manor, my online website, just getting it up and running, working with my bookkeeper, trying to get everything straight. Y'all, it just all, it was just all a lot. And it wasn't anything I couldn't manage. It was just, I had to start making, I had to decide where I needed to spend some time. And unfortunately, I just didn't have time to film. Anyway, I'm trying to get back into it because I really do like this whole part of it. And I want to do more educational pieces on here because I think, you know, even if you're just a home gardener or whatever, there is something to be said about getting your hands dirty and being out in the sunshine and that. So, of course, I don't have something. Hold on. Okay, I'm trying not to panic. I know y'all can hear me. My potato masher is missing. Where is my potato masher? No, 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 no. Life cannot be done without the potato masher. Y'all know that's my mixer, everything. Where, oh where? It's not in my bin. Well. Okay, this is a tragedy. I found my backup, and I don't like this one that much. I like the other one. Ah, okay. All right, well, we're just gonna keep going. Anyway, I had to get out here and clean in here before I could even get to this table. It has been, like, I have just been dropping stuff off in here and moving on. So now I'm just trying to get everything ready for, the boutique that I've got to get for my Christmas stuff, you know, amaryllis, all of that's going to be starting to come in. So what else has happened on the farm? So I've got the tunnel cleaned. Still need to amend the beds, but it's in a good place. I got tables. A friend of mine, her dad grew orchids for years, and unfortunately he passed away a little over a year ago, and her mom was selling the tables that he had in his high tunnel in his greenhouses. So we took a little ride and I went and picked those up. So now I have tables in the tunnel, which I absolutely love. Oh, sorry y'all. What else? And then I did my first wreath bar. Okay, so that was so much fun. I'm going to tell y'all what I did. So I started advertising. I went in partnership with my friend Samantha. Y'all have seen her here before on my videos. Look, all I'm doing is mixing up soil mix. So I can soil block. I made this one a little too wet. I got to add some more in it. Anyway. And we did grapevine wreaths, which were precious. And then we had, both of us had dried flowers, so we brought the dried flowers out. Then I did a little bit of a twist to it. I did a tasting. I know I'm trying to stay on the camera. I did a tasting, and I set it up so that it was all local businesses. So I did like chicken salad and pimento cheese by a local bakery. I had another little local lady made breads. I had a honey lady. She did some honey salsa and jellies. And so I showcased all local tastings. And y'all, the weather was gorgeous. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you can see the pictures. The weather was stunning. And you know we don't get that often. But I did, under my 2 big oak trees on the other side of the flower field, I set up like 2 tables, and then I put my tent up, and we had the food under there, and it was super nice. I didn't do paper products. I did like all glass plates. I made it really nice. And the goal was 10 women, and that's what we got. So we sold out. And we had so much fun. The event was from 10 to 12. At 1:45, people were still here. They were just sitting under the tree, just talking. None of these women knew each other. I think, they came in. Most of them came with a friend, but these two didn't know these two, didn't know these two. So they all had they all just kind of met and just, I don't know, just chilled, and it was so nice. It was just like a really cool community moment. So it went so well. I am looking forward to doing some more of those, because the other news, I am going to, let me back up. So I met with a friend of mine who does social media, and she and I just started talking about, like, what does it really look like out here over the next few years. And y'all know I've been saying that it's time for me to redo my business plan. So I have made the decision that I want to make the farm, a destination. So that means a U-pick. It means classes in the tunnel. It means getting a building built out there. Quite a few things. And so the wreath bar was kind of my test run to see if I was going to like it. Now look, I love the instruction piece of it. I mean, y'all know I do, I work in training and development, so I like that part. I like the sense of community coming out. So anyway, I am going to be working with my representative from our state university. Their agriculture department does a Louisiana agricultural tourism. And so there's a plan that you have to make, an organizational plan in that. And so I'm going to get with her. She's already sent me everything, and that's what we're going to do. I have been toying with the idea for a while. That was another reason why I haven't been videoing, because I have been doing some other things in the background, just trying to wrap my head around what is it I want to take on. So that's exciting. It's exciting for me. So that's the goal, and I'll talk more about it as I get it more mapped out. But anyway, I am just holding it together. Hands are still hurting like hell. I go back in a couple of weeks to make my appointment. I am going to do the surgery where they remove the tendon, put it into the arthritic place. I'm going to do my left hand first because it is the one that hurts the most. And then it's a minimum 3 month heal time. So if I do it in December, that'll put me at March. Right before flowers start coming in, I should be fully healed. And then I'm going to do my right hand probably mid to late June, so I can have the summer, because we don't do much out here because it's too freaking hot. And then I'll have the summer until like September, October to recuperate for fall. So those are the things. The Mercantile at the Manor, y'all, that website. First of all, if y'all use Shopify, don't. It is a pain in the butt, and it is not user-friendly. But anyway, yeah, now I'm a programmer, coder, website builder, yes. Anyway, it is going well. My business partner and I have been adding new stuff, and we are actually doing a couple of big vendor shows in the next 2 months. That's the other thing that's been taking my time. But we're doing it, and so we came up with a tagline, and so it's the Mercantile at the Manor, where we have the heart of the home and the soul of the garden. So she's concentrating on all the home decor, I'm concentrating on all the garden stuff. So it's been a lot of fun, it's a lot of creativity, but we've also have had to come up with a plan on how that looks when we go to these vendor shows. So that's going. The boutique people, I mean, it'll be a year in February since I moved into that place. People are starting to find me more. I'm building up my customer base there. So still steady. I mean, I'm making money, but it's not where I want to be. So I'm hoping year 2, I'm going to see a bigger influx there. What else? Yeah, it's just a lot of things. A lot of, it's just life too. And it's, I had the grand girls for a couple of days while my daughter and her husband went out to Vegas for a conference. So that was fun. It's always fun to have them, especially the older they get. So, all right, let me show y'all this. So if you've never soil blocked, so this is what it looks like. It is just, this is damp. This is the soil blocker. And all you do is just kind of, I'm being lazy. I could have just moved the camera. And then once you get it packed into the blocker itself, I'm just going to show y'all one. You take your tray. Whew, look. You take your tray, and it's hard with my hands hurting, and then you just release it. Ooh, I can't do it too evenly. And then it makes soil blocks. And then you put a seed in each one and you lightly cover it. I cover these with saran wrap afterwards so that I can create that humidity dome, and then I stick them. I don't need heat mats right now because it's still warm. Stick it under the light as soon as I get. I do about 2/3 germination, then I pull the saran off and I let them go. So that's what I'm working on today. And here was the other thing. So I'm also going to be doing an entire row in my high tunnel for a bride. I'm going to grow specifically for a bride. She has picked out all of her flowers. Some I've had to get plugs, like the lysianthus that she wants. But I've gotten all her seeds, so I'm starting some of her cool season stuff now. But yeah, it's going to be so much fun. I'm anxious to do it. I think it could be a fun niche thing to do too. So I will take y'all along for that. But right now, I need to get some eucalyptus started. We'll see how this goes. Usually I start 30 of them. 10 survive and make it to the field. So there's that. But I will try to get back on here next week, give you another update on some things. But until then, I hope you all have a wonderful week. I hope you're all doing really well. I have missed you. See you soon.